I never thought of that.
Why on my forehead? Because you're trying to make me dumb.
No, because
absolutely not.
Because he would go like, if I kiss my girlfriend on the forehead, I do it. Oh, my sweet babe, because it's right near her eyes.
I know what it is. I know why you're doing it. Absolutely not. No.
But if I could get my girlfriend's brain power, I would.
I know you would. So that's the thing, right? No way, you're not getting it. Everybody's energy, you're not getting my brain power.
Today I'm with my friend Onika. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Coffee with lemon.
Yeah.
Onika likes her coffee black with that sounds like a punishment from a wellness salon.
It is like black with lemon. It's like, little tart black.
Tart. That's a lot of acidity coming at you.
But it's good.
Really?
It's really good. I want to say it's supposed to like burn fat extra or something like that.
Who got you into this?
I don't know, TikTok. Oh, let me tell you something.
Oh, tell me something, because I'll try. Anything I see on TikTok, I will do.
Anything I see
help me
on
God.
TikTok. If I believe a girl, I'm doing it. I'm grounding with Epsom salt. Girl.
I love Epsom salt. I buy so much Epsom salt.
But do you know how to ground with it? So this is what happened.
Stand on it naked in the tub.
Do you really?
Praying to the Lord.
Not even. So this is what happened, right? So I'm supposed to ground because I'm,
Tell me what grounding is.
So grounding is putting your feet in grass and just like letting the earth support you.
Yes, right? I know about it. I just want to say in case anybody isn't on the same algorithm that we're on. Because I know about that. I hugged a tree this morning because this is the problem with New York City. It's so hard to find. I know this sounds crazy, but it's hard to find earthly ground.
It is.
It's hard to find earthly. There's one tree near me, more like a shrub. And I swear, you get nervous. You go, is this an unhoused person dressed up as a tree? We don't know. There's a lot going on in these neighborhoods.
Yep.
But today I went, I held the tree. It's supposed to be good for inflammation, which I have no doubt I have through the ass.
It is good for inflammation, and trees gossip. So if you listen to trees, they talk. So So
the tree I did today might be like, this bitch is hugging me.
It's gonna tell all your business. I hope you didn't say, listen what happened. Don't tell, because it'll tell somebody else. But it'll tell the other trees. But we don't have a lot. Right. So I normally go to the park in the morning and I try to ground. But what happens is my park is taken over by everybody with the emotional support animals. So, and emotional support animals apparently can't go into the dog park area. They got to go with the humans, which is so crazy, especially when there's a sign that says no pets. And I love pets, but if it said no pedophiles, it wouldn't be a problem. But it doesn't. It just says no pets. And then they're acting like I'm trying to come at their dogs. So I'm trying to ground and relax. But
you take your shoes off. And
I take my shoes off, but it's crap.
Right.
In the grass.
It's not relaxing, I'll tell you that.
That's not relaxing.
The whole point is to try to relax, try to center yourself, and then you get out. How far is the walk from your apartment to the place?
5-6 blocks.
Okay, see, that's the thing. Because one of the biggest hurdles, I was trying so hard to get sunlight in my eyes first thing. Which I know sounds so silly, but the thing is the way my apartment's set up. It's not easy.
It's really good.
It's not easy for me to get. I have to go outside, and at that point, it's just such a battle to go, don't get on my phone, don't get on my phone, don't get on my phone. So that you're doing that and then getting out, going to the park and actually taking off your shoes, which in New York City is also
disgusting.
Get STD.
Yeah, but it's okay because I'm trying to do it because it's better to get the STD than a case. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to jail. So I'm trying to relax and I'm trying to ground, but now I can't ground because now I'm not like a Karen, I'm a Keisha. So now I'm moving around like, wait, this dog, the dog. And they're trying to pretend like I'm pissed at the dog. It's not the dog, it's you, girl. You are not following the rules. It's you.
Because the dogs are out willy-nilly.
The dogs are out willy-nilly, and they should be in the dog park. And if they cannot go to the dog park, we have another conversation. You and the dog, you can't manage the dog.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say. So.
Is this one dog in particular?
No, it's all the dogs. So I live in Bed-Stuy, and so everybody from Minnesota is there now, and they're used to having dogs in a different capacity. A city dog knows where to go. But if you get a dog that's led by somebody from Minnesota, you get in these street dogs. These are ghetto-ass dogs that are from the projects, and you rescuing these dogs from the Fort Apache, the Bronx, and you from Minnesota, and you don't know how to do this dog, so the dog is pulling you around and doing what the hell it wants to do.
Under the name of a service animal, no less. What's the service?
And now you know what the service is?
Tell me.
The service is you can't make friends. That's the service. You don't know how to talk to people in a bar, so now you got to be with a dog the whole time, acting like the dog saying, you the greatest. The dog is lying to you. You're not the greatest. You are a loser. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? You don't need, I mean, some
Have
people
you had interactions with these people because they go come up and they go, stop looking at my dog, and you go, I'm trying to chill out.
No, I'm not saying I'm trying to chill out. I'm saying, hey, the sign says no pets.
No pets.
You can do it over there. You can do it over there. But now I'm doing it with everybody. People are laid out, sunbathing with their little peekapoos, or they got these big German shepherds. Why do you have a German shepherd? You my size. Okay, whatever. So then I'm trying to police this whole big grass area. Now I'm pissed.
I was going to say, guess what's not happening? Relaxation.
Now I'm pissed. So then I was like, new way to ground.
Right.
And then it said, take Epsom salt in my own house.
Right.
So now I just put it in like a little basin, and now I'm standing in it, and I hope that it's taking out the impurities because I'm still angry.
Right.
Because I want to be in the grass. I want to be in the park, but I can't because everybody can't make friends. Make friends. Just make friends.
I didn't know that making friends as an adult is tough, though. But I hear you. I didn't know that you could get the same benefits as grounding from the Epsom salt. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either until the lady on TikTok told me, and I was like, I need something because I keep going there pissed off. Now I'm that lady. I'm the lady that's cursing the people out, and I don't want to curse the people out because I love y'all. Come, have a good time. Come to New York, but do not get a ghetto dog that you rescued. You are not built for him. And come to New York and make friends. Now you you have anxiety ridden because you don't really, your nervous system can't be here.
What time are you what time is this happening?
Before 9.
Before 9 o'clock. Okay. When did you go on this journey where you were like, okay, I gotta, because I didn't learn about a nervous system until recently. I learned about a nervous system about 1.5 years ago when I said something needs to change about my stomach issues. Because I said there are profound problems, profound issues. I can't live like this. And then so I went to all these doctors, and that's when I learned about the vagus nerve and it's connected to your nervous system. And I'd heard the phrase, maybe I wasn't paying attention in school. I guess I wasn't.
We didn't learn this in school.
We didn't learn this. I didn't know, but the other day I said something on stage about a nervous system. This guy yelled out, and he looked like he was going to fight the security. So I said, let's all take a deep breath, do the in for 3, hold for 3, out for 6.
Yes.
And then I was saying where I knew that from, and everyone was like, yeah, we know. And I was like, how did everybody?
Because after the pandemic, we all realized we have been hyper anxious for a really long time, but we were just in it. And then we had a break from it. And once we had a break from it, even though that was a really scary time, we had a break from it. And once we had a break from it, we realized that our normal was not normal.
I know that was my experience. I know my experience was what my default, although I still was really stressed during the pandemic. So I didn't start learning about nervous system stuff until after the pandemic. But it was kind of one of those things where it's like physically I had to. But
that's what makes you think about it. That's what messes you up. Because I can't get on the subway anymore. I grew up here. I've been on the subway my whole life. I went to high school, junior high school, everywhere here. And now I have panic attacks on the train. And I have panic attacks on the train because I had not gone on the subway for so long. And then I'm looking at the news articles that's like, oh, they're killing people on the subway. Oh my God. So then now when I'm getting on there, I'm like, you know what? I have no control over what's about to happen.
Yeah. Which we never do.
Which we never did.
Which we never do. We never did. So we have to try to surrender it.
Right.
Were you a stressed out little kid? What were you like as a little kid?
I was a stressed out little kid because my mother had me at 15. So I was the adult the whole time, right?
15?
Yeah, and she's so irresponsible.
15.
Yeah, she just turned 16. She had just turned 16. Yeah, but my parents were teenagers.
Sure.
They're still very immature old people right now.
They stayed together?
Absolutely not. Teenagers don't stay together.
To say 15, that is 15.
Yeah. So I had always been worried. 15. And she like did cocaine and stuff. She's like a party girl. So cocaine make you think you're gonna die. So she's like, I'm gonna die. I'm 8, girl. I'm gonna take care of this house. So I've always, you see how bossy I am? I've been this bossy my whole life.
I think sometimes that comes as I could be totally wrong. This comes as a reaction of feeling like, hey, if I don't do this or take charge of this situation, someone else won't.
Well, they won't. Definitely they won't. So I had to do it. I have been the adult in our family, I have a joke about it. I'm like, I helped my mother plan her 25th birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Like, hello, girl, you want balloons? You are an adult. Grow up. Do
you remember being a kid being cognitive, oh, my mom is younger than the other moms?
Well.
Did you feel embarrassed about it, or were you just like, this is what it is?
No.
Not that there's anything to be embarrassed of.
I kind of grew up in the 80s and 90s, so I feel like teenage pregnancy was rampant. Remember, so.
And there's nothing to be embarrassed of. I only think that because, like, when I was growing up, my parents were I didn't know anyone else whose parents were divorced. So I felt, because I was like, oh, I'm the only one with divorced parents. So then I felt kind of like, ooh, I'm different. But so it wasn't. You knew other people whose moms were.
No, I didn't know anybody whose mom was that young, I guess. But I wasn't focused. But I wasn't focused on it. You know why? Because I was focused on making sure that she was alive and she could pay the rent so that we could go do stuff. Like, it was crazy. My childhood was bananas. Like it seems like it would be like a Tyler Perry movie, but I won't tell the real story. But it was bad. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like I just made it up. But no, my mother was really young. And first my grandmother had, like, my mother sent me back to live with my grandmother down south.
How old
and
were you?
Like 2, and then I came back at like 6.
Okay.
And then by the time I was 6, 7, I was already judgmental of my mother, because my mother, like, so I was like, what's happening? Who are these guys? What's going on? So it was a mess. Growing up, it was a mess. We never got along. It was a mess because I judged the whole thing the whole time.
Do you remember when you realized you were like, oh, maybe I have ADD? Or was it because also
I never got diagnosed.
Really?
And you know,
also in that situation, you got so much going on. You're so hyper stressed out. It's like, how are you supposed to know what's ADD in the chemical sense and then what's ADD in the stress sense? Because nervous system, you don't even almost stand a chance with your nervous system. You know what I mean?
Yes. My daughter was graduating school, and I had a ceremony, a celebration for her, and I was sitting at a table with my ex-husband and my mother, and they act just alike. And I was looking, and now, you know, I'm medicated and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm like, damn, I didn't stand a chance. Like, I didn't stand a chance.
I think about that now, too, when I look back, because now I've been, you know, in therapy. I'm removed from it enough because I just kept recreating the amount of chaos that I grew up with.
Yes.
And I never.
That's normal.
It's normal, but you don't know. You don't know. And then you go through these pages of your life where you're like, something feels off, but it's because you don't have the chaos. So then I always call it stirring the pot. So then I would make some chaos because I have this memory of I was in this apartment that was like kind of calm, and then instead of staying in it, I moved into this place that I couldn't afford, kind of for no reason.
Stress yourself out.
Stretch myself out. It popped up when I opened my building. I just couldn't afford it. I like lied on the application. I lied on this. I lied on that. I did these things. Then the second I'm in it, it's pure chaos. I had to Airbnb it out, and then I got kicked out because I was Airbnb-ing it out. I didn't need to move though. Like, I was fine in my studio, and then I moved into this apartment that I so couldn't have, and I would Airbnb it out, and then I remember the person that lived across the hall was like, hey, Emma, your cousins from China are here. And they're looking for you. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, tell them the key. And they go, stop Airbnb the apartment. And I was like, damn it. And then I got kicked out of the building.
Dopamine rushes. Because you're so used to getting the dopamine. Dopamine. Let me tell you what I did one time, and this was so crazy. I used to live in Far Rockaway, and I was sitting in a car in the passenger seat, and everything was just calm. And I thought to myself, what would happen if I just put this shit in drive?
Yeah.
I put it in drive. I had to jump over into the driver's seat because the car starts spinning. Did you know that cars move if you just put it in drive? I had no idea. But the adrenaline junkie, I had no idea that's what I was doing. I had no idea. That was my baseline. And I had no idea that you get autoimmune diseases from being this hype.
I know. So that's one of the things that I think about all the time, because I know all the tests, and they're like, your stomach stuff is stress.
Yeah, my stomach stuff is stress too.
You have it too?
Leaky gut, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like something's wrong with my liver. I'm always like, what the hell's going on? My hair falls out. It's bad. They need to study more about ADHD and its effects, because we have my baseline is always like this.
And when it's progress and amazing that you even know that.
Yeah.
Because you're aware to say, hey, my baseline's like this, versus maybe thinking in the past where I'd be like, oh, this is just how it is.
Yep.
Now I go, no, my baseline's off. There is another way. I don't know how to get there.
But I'm trying.
It's
the craziest because you're trying. I got off a plane, and then I started gardening in the middle of the night. I will not stop. Like,
you garden?
Yeah.
I want to do that so badly.
Yeah, you got to garden. You got to start, get some pots, start doing it in your house first.
Because that's grounding.
Yeah.
You're literally like building out the ground.
And it's being an artist. That's why we're so good at comedy, because because our brains are always like, create something. You know what else is funny about that? You know what else is funny about that? And then people are like, she's going so fast. Like even people listening to this podcast, I hope you all have ADHD because now, you know, this is regular speed. But people that don't have it is like, what the hell is happening? They can't believe it.
I've had that where someone go, I was listening to you on 2 times speed, but I didn't even realize it because you usually talk so fast.
Yes.
And I don't think of myself as talking that fast.
Of course not.
But I know I jump around.
Because you got to catch up with your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain goes slower than it used to, though. And I don't necessarily mean that even in like a good, like it goes slower than it used to in a good way, but then also in a way that makes me nervous a little bit is because I think I've fried myself from the scrolling, which is ironic because a lot of what I scroll is health and wellness stuff.
Yeah, but
like my whole algorithm is sciatica, nerve stretches, grounding, Epsom salt, and then skincare treatments in Korea.
Yeah.
But I've been trying so hard to just do less of that because I'm like, it's making my word recall worse.
And what's in your brain, sometimes it's not even your brain talking. I can hear a TikToker. I remember this TikToker said, you know, masturbation is having intercourse with a demon. And I was like, I didn't need to hear that.
Didn't need to hear that.
First of all, it's not true, but it was in my brain now,
Right.
and now it's going to pop up. I don't need it in my brain.
And I don't think they were demons.
It's not true. First of all, what are we talking about? Like, if you go to heaven, what would euphoria feel like? Coming. So stop. Like, but people just say stuff, but that's why you got to stop with the scroll, because that's why I try not to do it in the morning. So I try to get a routine.
Yeah, you don't want to wake up with that. You don't want to wake up that masturbation is you're fornicating with Satan himself.
God, that's so crazy.
You know?
Even though it seems like that would be great sex. Like, I feel like,
oh yeah, Satan.
like, right? Golly.
Oh, you'd come harder than you ever did.
Whoa, you'd be like, this is so bad.
It would be they would say the most fucked up shit. I watched some fucked up porn in my life.
You need to call your dad.
I watched some call my dad. He said I just did the same thing with my dad. But I watched this porn. I've watched lots of fucked up porn, but I remember this one. It was this guy who was like, he was like wearing a Trump hat, and he was like at a truck stop, and he was like fucking this guy, calling him the FAG word, and like all of this stuff, and there was like just really fucked up stuff. I mean, I think of porn as transgressive, so I don't think it's actually fucked up, but I knew that it's like then getting that dopamine hit, so I can only imagine. I know what Satan sex for me would be this like a couple toxic exes and us doing some fucked up
all
shit.
Together though.
Yeah.
And then the ones that couldn't get it up.
And I hate them.
The one that couldn't get it up had to watch.
And that would be so hot.
It would be
but
so
then
hot.
You'd be like thinking about, then the killer would be, I don't want to have to spend that. Those people ruin my life.
Yeah.
But I can have sex like that with my girlfriend now, where we're good at like compartmentalizing, where we call it like playtime.
Yeah.
Where we'll create worlds,
scenarios.
Yes,
that's good.
That's what we do. We create little worlds where but also now we've been together like 6 or 7 years, so we can like pop into our fucked up. I'm gonna put fucked up in quotes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fucked up because it's consenting adults.
Yeah.
But we'll do it quick. Like we'll be like talking about what we're gonna have for lunch or something, and then we'll go in and play something. Boom, boom, boom,
and then come
go right back out to
that's
like.
Good. Do you judge it after?
Never. You can't.
I judge it. Like sometimes I'm like, wow, girl, you really messed up.
No, you're creative.
So sad.
You're creative. You've got a high threshold for dopamine, probably.
Yeah.
It's like, it's also doing it in a safe space between, consenting people, then I think the sky's the limit.
And it should be.
Go anywhere you want to go. I remember I had this girlfriend once that said the rules of sex are find someone to do it with you that likes to do it too. Mm-hmm. Hire someone that is for sale where it's worth their time, or you don't do it.
Or you don't do it.
And those are the rules for sex. But other than that, you can do whatever you want in those rules.
Yeah. Between
two people that want to do it together, someone where they want to do it because you're making it worth their time, or you don't do it.
Right.
It's simple, but not simple, but really simple.
But it's really, because it kind of got to free you. Once I was in meditation, and that's where I got the, what does euphoria feel like?
Yeah.
What feels better than that? And I was like, oh, word, right? What feels better than that? So don't allow the systems to tell you it's bad, because the systems need you to feel that everything is bad, so that you can pay them or bribe them to be good, and then you live in this perpetual state of guilt.
Right. And
so then you really don't
this,
enjoy anything.
If I buy this, I'll feel better.
And now I need to buy stuff because I can't just feel good. I can't just feel good because I got to buy things.
When did you start being like, I gotta, like, were you always like a seeker, asking questions about stuff?
I think that I read The Secret. I had no idea.
I love The fucking Secret.
Right. But I read The Secret. I hated my life. And I read The Secret. And I was like, wait, so my mind can do certain things. And it's harder when you have ADHD because it's hard to visualize sometimes. It's hard to like stop it.
That's so true. I'm trying to visualize The Secret when you have ADHD, because I'll be picturing something. I'll be picturing a house. And then also I'll go think, what's a donkey? And I go, wait a minute.
Go back.
Now I'm manifesting a motherfucking donkey. Now I'm manifesting a donkey. I want to manifest a house. That's fucked up.
Yes.
I get so scared about that because my intrusive thoughts too. I'll be like, oh, I'm picturing being healthy, happy, and free on a beach with Lexi, and then like my worst fear will pop up.
And then it'll be like, fuck him. You know what you should do? You'll be like, wait, what?
Let me just have this fantasy long enough to try to manifest it.
17 seconds.
And
then 17 more seconds. That's what Esther and Jerry Hicks says for the Law of Attraction.
Wait, it's Esther
and Jerry Hicks. The Law of Attraction. Have you read those books?
I read. See, this is the thing. I've smoked so much weed and gotten so drunk intermittently.
Yes.
Well, so I don't really recall.
So The Secret was really based on the Law of Attraction books.
Okay.
So all these like woo-woo people would go on these cruises where they believed about manifestation and all that stuff.
How do these people meet each other?
I just feel like they start attracting each other, and that because
the Law of Attraction.
Yeah, they started attracting.
Right.
But I went to a couple of these meetings up in Westchester. I was probably like the only black person.
How did you get privy to it?
In the books, Law of Attraction, they have a website in the back of the book. You could just go on their newsletter and they'll start sending you stuff.
And you sign up for it, and then you go to one of the things up in Westchester.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was a safe space to be, or were you?
No, it was a safe space.
So you didn't feel like you weren't picking up
She was channeling. So Esther Hicks, I should look it up. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube about her, but her husband, he's gone on now, but she would channel Abraham.
Oh, yeah.
And Abraham would tell her things.
That's her husband?
No, Abraham is kind of God.
Really?
And would just explain certain things.
Interesting.
And it was like, just relax and allow. Do not swim downstream. Don't swim upstream.
Now I have a question.
Huh?
Do you ever wonder with people like that if it's like, it's one of those things, like say you're in a relationship and there's something you want to bring up, but you're scared to. So you go, oh, I had a dream the other night that you did this. And it's like you're doing it so it's a little bit removed. Yeah. Do you think that that's things that she really thinks, but she's nervous to just tell people to swim downstream? So she's like, look, I don't know if you should swim downstream or not, but Abraham said.
I think that it really is her channeling. And just as like I go to church and people will say the Holy Spirit. Sometimes a spirit would just say stuff to you, and I feel like people could channel different things.
And that's speaking in tongues,
and not just speaking in tongues, just like how when your subconscious tells you a thing. I feel like your subconscious is kind of like your internal God and guide.
And that's something to be in tune. And that's something that it's hard to be in tune with because it's a matter of being like, I need to have my brain free enough from all these outside inputs that we're constantly around, like tuned in, earthed up enough that then I can then channel that and listen to myself to have a fluid channel, basically.
Yes. So that's food, that's who you're around, that's energy, all that stuff. But The Secret was watered down from Esther and Jerry Hicks. So what happened when Rhonda burned
watered down, not plagiarized.
Watered down because they removed the Law of Attraction from the book The Secret. They removed it because we get hyper fixated on stuff, right? Because once
all day, every day.
Once I learned about it, I was like, oh, other people have to know this. I said, Oprah must know this. And then I found a recording of Oprah and Esther Hicks having a conversation.
Oprah loves The Secret. I remember the first time I heard about The Secret, I must have been, because I remember watching it in Maine. I remember watching the movie and then looking it up, and then Oprah popped up right away. And she was in the movie. I believe. I think she was in the movie.
But she probably has some production stuff to it.
I think she was associated with it somehow, or maybe whatever version that I saw where they were doing something on it, because they said they were like talking about, successful people that use these things. And
Ellen?
they talked.
Transcendental meditation. A lot of people do transcendental meditation.
I don't know much about that.
But it's kind of like all hand in hand. It's all that woo stuff. And if you think about it, if you look at the those files down in St. John's, the guy that...
I know nothing about that.
That guy, the Epstein guy.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say when...
I was
St.
trying not to say... Right, it was off the island of St. John.
Oh.
But that's where the island was.
That's where Epstein Island was?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh.
Right. I get hyperfixated on most things. So I just feel like they were tapping in to another source, but a negative one.
Oh, yes, I believe that. Oh, yeah, evil.
Yeah,
evil.
So they just were doing everything that was kind of like on the flip.
Right.
So energy is a real thing.
I was just about to say the flip. They're literally doing the flip of the good going into the utter and most evil.
Right. And you know where you can get those guides from? The Bible. Because the Bible says, well, an evil man does X, Y, and Z. And if you are looking to be an evil man, then you'll just do the X, Y, Z.
Did your mom have you start going to church, or where did you start going?
No, my grandmother did. But my mom was so young. Once I went to my mother's house, she was just outside.
I mean, at
she was
15.
But she was like 18 by the time she had me again. But she was still outside. She was just running. She had 2 kids by 18. So, and she was just, doing her. Like she worked and stuff, but she was really a party girl, beautiful woman and a party girl. So I was always like the mom figure.
Isn't it? People have such radical different experiences based off of things that, because that's my mom had me at 40.
40. See what I'm saying? But that's good because now she can focus all on, and then that's probably another mind wop too, because she's 40, so she's experiencing her own mortality. So she's like, I'm old. I got to make sure that this girl got everything. You know what I'm saying? So now
Is that your impression of Onika? If you're listening, Onika's impression of a 40-year-old was someone with a walker.
No, because
I saw her do a walk. She goes, I'm 40, and you did a little walker.
My best friend.
I'm 40.
No, I know, but if you just had a baby right now, your mindset is very different than when you're a teenager or when you're in your 20s. You're thinking about retirement and what does this look like. So then when that baby turns 20, dang, I'm going to be 60 years old. So now I'm going to be going into retirement when they're going to college.
I think I'm delayed a little bit because I was so drunk and high for a while.
Yeah, but if you think about it, right? Like when you're 20 years old and you have a kid, you're like, damn, by the time I turn 40, this kid is going to be okay, up and out of here.
Different timeline, let alone at 15.
Right.
15 is, that to me is I don't know if miracle is the right word, but that's like a miracle that
I'm alive.
That you came at, 15, because you're getting your guidance from someone that hasn't had a lot of lived experience himself.
None.
Now that's all.
She didn't have any.
Someone could have someone to be no good.
When I was a teenager, going to clubs, my mother would come with us. It was so ridiculous, and my friends used to like pick at me, because my mother was like, "Well, I'm going because y'all using my car." Girl, get your own friends, Beverly. Get your own friends. Damn. But she, all my friends thought that she was their friends. I remember. I promise you, it was this place called Sugar Hill. It's on Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn, and it was like an after-hour spot.
I used
to
go to that. No,
you remember Sugar Hill?
No, I know. I'm joking.
Right. So it was called Sugar Hill. It's still there, I think. I don't know. And so it was an after-hour spot. So you go to the club, you go to Bentley's or whatever, and then you go after. And it would end at about 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's crazy.
Yes, that's how we used to party in New York, because that's New York.
Right.
Right. And so, but my mother would come. My mother would come, and I remember my mother met this guy.
Hang out, dance with you.
No, I did not want her there. Hello, that's my mother.
Right.
Now, guys that's trying to talk to me is also trying to talk to her. We could talk to the same dude. Think about it. If she's in her 30s and I'm 15, you know what I'm trying to say? What we talking about,
They
right?
probably thought you guys were sisters, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And so I remember this guy tried to talk to her, and she got his beeper number.
Oh my God, a beeper! I had a beeper. No one was beeping me, but I had one. I don't know how and why. I got it at the Bangor Mall. I grew up an hour from the closest mall, and I remember going up and I got a beeper, and you had to pay for a phone line to a beeper.
Yeah.
It was connected. You had to pay
it was a phone line.
It was a phone line, but it was connected to something, because someone's calling you, and you go, oh, you checking, whatever. Oh my God, I had a beeper. I was trying really hard. Wow, I remember about how nice would a beeper be, though, I think in some ways, because then you don't have to carry your phone around. You just go, oh, Bubba's trying to call. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just call him back.
Yeah, beeper. I forgot about that.
A beeper. So the guy gave her his beeper number.
Right.
And then my friend Andrea Manigo, my mother was like, so what happens now? Because my mother was not in the beeper era. She should have been home.
Right.
And my friends was like, just keep beeping him, Miss Bev. Just keep beeping him. And I was just looking at her like, get a friend.
Do you look at her differently now that you, like, you've been those ages that she was when she had you? Do you look at her, has it shifted, like, from, I don't know, like, the feelings that you had as a kid towards her? Now do you look at her through different eyes now that you're...
Well, now she's suffering from dementia.
So I think my mom is too.
Yeah.
But she got tested and they said she's fine. And her own self said, run it back.
Yeah.
Because we did the whole test and then they said she's fine. And then she said,
no,
do
my
it again.
Not fine.
Do it again. I mean, it's a tough one. It's a
tough one.
Yeah.
So now she's being like...
Because she's got to be very young.
She's only 70.
Right.
She's like, you're going to have to take care of me. Girl, we the same age. Are you crazy? Okay, so so now, like, I see her way differently because I feel more motherly to her because I have to protect her from herself.
Did you always feel kind of motherly towards her?
No, I could not stand her.
Okay.
But
did you resent her for having you at 15?
I resented her for not for having me at 15 because I didn't even know, because I had my first daughter at 21.
Right.
So people
I love your jokes about your daughter.
Yeah.
I love it. Onika has jokes about her daughter being a rapper.
Yeah.
And her daughter being a rapper, talking about all types.
That was not her life.
Right.
Not her life. So
what did you say she talks about? That she used to sell drugs?
Yeah, she's talking about my mother was a crackhead. Okay. No, I wasn't. Never. What are you talking about, girl? I just did an edible during the pandemic. Are you crazy?
It's, she bumps it up to crack.
Yeah, she got to bump it up.
Creative license.
It got to be hard.
Does she have ADD too, your daughter?
Yes, but she refused to get medicated. But she's so creative, and I think that medication sometimes make you less creative.
Sure.
And then also, I had no idea that she had it. I just thought she was just a pain in the ass kid, but I had it, right? So I was like, damn, she acts just like me, because I wasn't diagnosed.
Right.
And so I was just like, this is how I act.
And you had all types of survival skills because you were high functioning.
High functioning. I already went to college. I have my degree.
Right.
I was able to do all those things. So I was like, there's no way I have that. How am I functioning? But it is hard.
Were you very aware? Were you like, I don't want to be like, did you want to be?
I didn't want to be like my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who has ADHD?
Right. So she has it too.
Because I see it. I'm like, oh, that's why she's like, everything is a rush and she's spilling things and now
I just spilled something.
Yeah, it's like
I spilled some water right now. I did it and I went, oh, and then I was like, and I checked to make sure it was water, not coffee, so I didn't spill in the beautiful chair.
Yeah, and you feel like you do it on purpose. You're like, why am I doing this? Stop it.
Right.
All right, relax. Because I can tell when I'm manic. When I'm shopping, like I'll go to a store and I'll find a good deal. And then that just begets another good deal and another good. And by the fourth store, I know I'm being manic now. And I'm like, Onika, stop. And I'm like, no.
Other Onika says, shut the fuck up first, Onika. I'm running this shit.
Are we outside?
Yeah, we're outside. We're not grounded.
We're not grounded.
Yeah.
We're outside. Spend all this money.
I love shopping.
So you can feel bad later that you spent all that money.
Oh, it's such a rush. And when you do it on Amazon.
Yes, it's so quick. Boom, 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 boom.
Feels
and
so good.
then when you look at the bill and you're like, wow.
I know. Crippling.
Damn, I went hard. I did not need 6 of them.
No. I have so many serums right now.
Yes, I have
it's
so many
embarrassing.
yeah.
I got a thing where I thank God, or I thank a higher power. I thank the
God.
universe for a neighbor that also has a shopping problem, because the amount of Amazon packages that come for me are unmatched to the amount of Amazon packages coming in for B.
See?
So you'll see all these Amazon packages for my apartment. I go, this would seem weird if it were not for this lunatic in this other apartment that for all I know, maybe they're running a small business out of there, I don't know, but they have such a shopping problem that my package amount pales in comparison. But we don't have space for all these supplements, because I'm always trying to buy supplements because I'm looking for something to fix me.
Fountain of youth.
Yeah, and I think it fix me or make me feel better. It's trying to control how I feel in a way that's not me drinking or doing
trying to give yourself something good.
Yeah,
trying to pay yourself back for the things that you did that wasn't so stellar.
Or I'll feel like I always, and I get so tired of myself too. Like I'll get so sick of being, because it's like I'm always extreme, and I'll get so tired of that.
Yeah.
Like I'll go, I don't trust the person running this show, but I just my default is always so intense. It's either it's all or nothing. I'm super destructive, or I'm so healthy it's almost not healthy.
Yeah, me too.
I can't think of when I was trying to think back on like what time in my life was I the most balanced. Absolutely, and I think it was college, but that was the first time I had a very stable living environment, because it was like, and I wasn't even staying in the same place all 4 years, but I had this stable structure. This is where you eat. This is where you do this, built-in community. And that was when I think I felt the happiest and the most calm.
You know why though, right?
No.
Because you had somebody watching you. You know, like that body doubling. Everybody's watching. When
Oh,
you're
yes.
in college.
You've got a roommate. You've got this. Yeah, you're never.
So you can't fall off the rails too much because people are watching,
and
right?
It's a power. The community is such a powerful thing.
It is such a powerful
thing. And hearing from other people constantly. Like that, I'll think about that. Like where I went to school, we would the 2 years I lived on campus, we would, you're eating meals with people, you're walking with, you're seeing people in a capacity. I wish I could go back and tell myself, hey, it's gonna get worse, not better, because they're always telling you, oh, we'll get through this, it's gonna get better. Not so much in my experience per se. That's why it's like, oh, enjoy that time, like the honeysuckle of life that it is. But in a lot of ways, I feel I know myself better now than I ever have, and I feel better than I ever have.
And got to give yourself more grace.
Yeah,
because that's the thing. Like even good stuff to an extreme is negative.
Oh my God.
Right? Because I meditate, right? And it should takes me like 2 hours sometimes. It doesn't even make sense because I have all these things that I need to do, right? So now I got to sit down, I got to look myself in the mirror, and then I got to do affirmations. Then I got to write 3 pages. Shout out to the freaking artist way.
Yeah,
it's so ridiculous.
But you do it.
No, but when I don't do it, I beat myself up. Sure. If I do a page and a half, I'll be like, you could have did that extra page. Give me a break.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
I'm writing nonsense.
I do that with meditate. I would try to meditate. I would get like maybe 30 seconds. Not even, I would get like 5 seconds in, and then I'd be like, fuck. And then I would get so mad at myself.
I'm glad we're being honest.
So mad at myself for not meditating, right? But the beautiful thing is it's like scaling your problem. So if the problem for me used to be, I'm smoking a pack of cigarettes today. I am chain smoking cigarettes. Now the problem is, okay, I'm meditating, but I'm just doing it for a minute. Wow, what a beautiful growth that is. But then I have the same underlying self-talk of, you idiot. Yeah. You idiot. And I just started reading this book. I'm trying so hard not to be scrolling. I started reading this damn book.
What's
and
it
in
called?
the book, I don't remember because I scroll. I don't know if it's...
you don't know what the book is called? Give me a break.
It's in my backpack, I swear to God.
Okay.
I got a book, I swear to God.
I know you got a book.
If you go in that backpack, I got
you.
a bunch of yogurt spilled in there. I'd be careful going at your own risk.
And all those bags, right? Because you never know what you're going to need.
It's in there. You can knock yourself out there. Sometimes I have like sex toys and crazy stuff in there, but there's
because you never know what you're going to need.
But... yeah, Pat said it looks like it's my backpack. There's just random shit.
So Pat, you can look at my bag and see this. It's going to be the same thing.
Same stuff.
Look at my bag. Look at my bag.
He's too scared that he said, thank you so much. Oh, he's holding it like it's an active bomb in there. Oh, yeah. Oof.
What's in there?
I'm sorry. You should do what's in my bag. You want to do what's in my bag?
Oh,
Trader Joe's
is that all
lotion.
of Oh, okay.
That is also right here. You'll see.
Oh, yeah.
So you can... So what I've been doing is I'll take some Trader Joe's lotion, but why even open the bottle when I can just go like this?
That's right. If you think about it, keep your moisture right. Pass me my bag. Yeah. Pass me my bag. Watch what's gonna happen.
And then I got this. I got Febreze. I got some hair putty. I got some sunscreen. I got a shirt.
Where's the book, Emma?
I'm looking. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Wait. Hold on. I put it in. We're doing an ADD bag off.
Okay.
This is the book.
What is it?
It's called A New Earth.
Oh, nice.
But
is that
Eckhart Tolle?
Tolle, yeah.
You think that was his real name? You think his real name was like Dwight, and he just gave a little?
His son wrote a book too.
I bet he did.
He wrote the 4 Agreements.
Oh.
Yeah. Eckhart Tolle, something like that. Yeah.
That's his son?
No, that's this guy. He wrote the 4 Agreements too.
Really?
Yeah. You know why we read all this stuff, right?
No.
Because we're really monsters. You don't need to read self-help stuff if you're just a nice person.
No, I disagree. I disagree because I think everybody comes with the same amount of like good, bad, or whatever, and we're all trying to find like balance.
You think
with it.
Everybody reads self-help?
No, but I think that I think it's like you're not the dumbest. Maybe I just tell myself this to like to self-soothe, but if you're the smartest person in the room, I'm going to butcher the saying. But
if you're the smartest person in the room, you need a new room.
If you're I have never heard that one, but I agree with that.
That's what it says.
I agree with that. That's just never applied to me, but it'll be like if you know you're not the smartest person in the room, you might be the smartest after all, something like that. Although no one's ever going to be the smartest because there's so many different types of intelligence, so we can't, you might be the smartest I might be the smartest at making egg salad, you might be the smartest at math. We don't know.
Okay.
But
what the book says.
In this, so this is talking about who you are before you know words. So it's essence. So this is talking about the source of life, and it said in it basically to think of who you are before you've ascribed words to stuff.
Oh, right.
So it's like, who are you
before I'm a woman, and before I'm black, and before I'm chubby, and before I'm the things that,
But then sometimes I wonder if that stuff is problematic.
Right. Just be an energy. You can, what does this guy say? Joe Dispenza, you got to get to a space of nobody. You got to be nothing and nobody. You just have to be energy.
Right.
We ingest a lot of this. This is bullshit.
But I do believe it too.
It is true.
It's good food for thought.
You're right.
Because if that's not true, what do you think the truth is?
I have no idea. But you want to see what's in my bag?
I'd be so honored.
So it's a laptop.
Okay, we got a computer.
Okay, so this is a book that I have to deal with my mother and all her dementia stuff. This is my regular
So what's
book.
in the Dementia Mom book?
It's so she was clicking on a lot of links, and now she got a lot of subscriptions, and people are stealing her money. So now I have to get rid of the stuff. I gotta
see.
Get rid
That's so
now
that's a beautiful thing that you're doing that though.
But I don't have capacity. But anyway, I'm gonna try.
I mean, that's really
because I'm not doing my own things.
Yeah.
This is my own things that
And what's in that one?
Oh, it's just a bunch of stuff I have not done, but I just keep writing.
Do you do your affirmations in that?
No, way bigger book. This is just a daily planner, and where. Sorry, Patrick, I'll send you back that email. Sorry. Let me see what else I got in here. I stole a bunch of.
I love the idea.
I stole a bunch of teas.
Oh, I always am stealing shit and put it in. Wait, I might got some shit I stole in the. Oh, I don't mind if I do with a little shopper thing.
I got makeup that I don't need. I got a glass case.
You ever steal from
no
the
glasses
airport?
All the time. I got.
Oh my God.
Honey from the airport. I love the honey packets.
No, but I mean stuff that's like for sale, not like free condiments.
Oh no, I got this free condom. What stuff for sale? Like what kind of stealing?
So honey, I think is like for free with the tea. How much you take honey?
This is all my bills that I didn't pay yet. I'm gonna pay them one day.
Yeah.
And then let me see.
At least you got them. I burned mine.
I just keep on bringing them. I bring them everywhere I go, and then that's it. Now some lipstick and a key, and then I got an edible, a half one that I had from a while ago. It's like
I had this the other day. My keys fell out of my keys fell out of my pocket in bed, and then Lexi goes, "Go put those keys someplace safe." And I go, I took them and I tossed them, and she was like, "You're gonna forget what those are." And then the next morning I went up and I said, "Okay, I know that they landed on a sock because I didn't hear them clink on the ground." And then I found them. I said, that was more helpful for me than if I had put them on a key holder. God forbid.
So ridiculous.
God forbid. You ever lose something and then it's like in the spot that it's supposed to be, and you're freaked out by it?
I would never do that. I lose my keys all the time. I have 3. You know how many freaking times I've gotten the damn who's this guy, the locksmith? That's a racket. And so the locksmith comes to lock me out my car.
That should be a tax write-off for ADD people.
It should. $300. It's so let me tell you something. I lost my passport, right?
Of course.
So I lost my passport.
Of course. I know a guy that can help expedite that.
Yeah. So listen. So I was traveling the next day, right? I needed my passport, so then I had to cancel my plans and go to the
And this is part of the ADD tax where the nervous system's stressed because it's these intense cortisol spikes where you go, why so many things just become such an intense thing.
Yep.
So you're traveling the next day, you lose a passport.
I lose a passport.
And do you start praying in a moment like that? Is this when you tap into going to church?
No. I don't even think about God then. I'm like, what the hell happened? So now I'm trying to retrace my steps. And it's so crazy because I got my passport in my little bag, and that's what happened. I got a new little bag that I normally didn't have, and then I put my passport in and I may have lost it. So anyway, I had to get a new passport. And this is what they told me at the passport office.
What'd they tell you?
They were like, you always lose your passport. We don't know if we're going to give you the 10 years. You have to prove to us that you can keep a passport. I said, first of all, I have ADHD. I am special needs, bitch.
Yeah.
And then she was looking like, We don't care. The government doesn't even respect ADHD. I have a problem. You think I'm just losing passport? You know how many driver's licenses I have right now? 4. I have 4 driver's licenses, and I just keep my same picture from when I was 22 because, like, why am I standing there taking a picture?
3.
Yes.
Do you know how many cards that I lose a card every 5 days, right?
Me too.
Every 2 to 5 days, I lose a fucking card. Then they send me a new card, and then
I found a card.
I lose that card. I find the old card. That card doesn't work. That card doesn't work. If you go on my Amazon thing and you look up like payment thing, it just goes, it's like the amount of things.
Me too.
And then or they'll say, oh, do you want to play with your card on file? I say, good luck. Good luck.
Don't ask me about a password.
Don't ask me about a password.
Don't ask me about a password.
If it's not my mom's name, we got a big issue.
We got a big issue.
I had my identity stolen.
And you couldn't even get in. They probably remembered more than you did.
They're more responsible than I was.
It's so ridiculous.
I had it stolen, and then this was so long ago. They broke into an old email account that I didn't realize was set up to guys. They kept getting an alert that someone was trying to break up to my email account from college. I don't use that.
Right.
I forgot that I used it as like the backup account. So they got into that. This is years ago. I get locked out of all my stuff, but because of that, I had to put on like 2-factor authenticator, all of these things, all of this stuff, and ever since then, I locked out people trying to steal my identity, but I also locked out me who needs my identity.
Yeah.
I can't get into
I don't even care.
a damn thing.
I'm telling you, sometimes I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. I don't need it. I just don't need it. I have 17 Facebooks because I always forget. Like, it's
tough.
It is so tough. And people do not realize it.
Because it does sound crazy. It really does sound crazy.
You know what it sounds like? Dementia.
You think? What if we have dementia? We don't know.
What if we get it?
What if we have dementia? What if we have dementia, but we keep forgetting that we figured out that we got dementia? Like maybe every Friday, both of us go to some doctor and they go, yeah, you two again. You got freaking dementia.
51st
and we forget.
51st dementias.
Yes. But as ourselves, that would make a lot of sense. Because do you ever get this? Because I sometimes wonder, would I lose my cards and all that? But I go, I wonder if the bank sees that I'm always losing my debit and credit cards, right?
They see it.
So they see it, right? And then some little dipshit at the bank starts skimming off the top.
Of course.
Yeah.
They steal it from us.
Wait, you think?
Of
really?
course. Why wouldn't they? They know who got sicknesses. They know.
Don't even get me started. I'll walk over to Bank of America right now and cause a problem. Because this is what I think. They say, oh, this person doesn't have they got some type of freelance stuff that they're doing. Mm-hmm. They're always losing their debit card, always losing their credit card. They're a mess. They're not going to know if I take $5 here, $5 there, because they're clearly disorganized. And even if they do figure it out, no one's going to believe this motherfucker.
Let me tell you. So
I know someone's taking my money.
Let me tell you something. I have a mortgage, right? And so,
which is amazing that you got organized to do that paperwork.
No, my friends helped me.
Okay,
that's crazy, right? But I have a mortgage, right? And I'm trying to pay extra payments.
Yes.
But they hold the payment and so that they can charge me extra interest. And so the banks are so disgusting. And so today, now they've been doing this to me for years. Like they'll hold the payment and then I have to call and argue with them. And this happens.
Because the bank is in cahoots with the mortgage company?
Yeah, the bank is the mortgage company.
Of course.
And so then they hold the money and they won't apply it to the principal. And then I'll get organized one day and then I'm going through all the stuff and then I gotta call them and fight with them and say, oh, you gotta do it. And it happens all the time. And just this morning, Emma, I said, so why don't you stop making extra payments and only make it when you call them? I never thought about that.
I didn't even understand that.
So I can make an extra payment when I call and speak with a representative instead of fighting with the representative because of the payments that I made from my bank.
One less.
But everything is manic.
Right.
When I'm thinking about doing something, I'm like, you know what else you can do? You can put $500. You got $500. You would have spent that in Marshalls. You would have spent that in Marshalls. If you don't go to Marshalls, then you can pay a mortgage. Why don't you just do that? And I love Marshalls. So then, yeah.
I love Marshalls.
Nobody helps.
So does the meditating help it out though? Like, do you notice the difference with the meditating?
When I first started meditating, it changed. But the other piece is I was in therapy for 8 years. Okay. And then eventually Dr. Glassman was like, bitch, I can't help you. And then she started recommending. Did she say I
can't help you, or did she say you've graduated, or?
No, she said she started recommending books. She was like,
she tapped out. She goes, I don't know. You gotta read something.
She said
I can't help you?
No, she didn't, because she would not get rid of that money. Okay,
right.
Of course not. But she was like, she said, I never recommended this book to you. No matter where you go, there you are. And I was like, oh, she's trying to get away.
Mm.
And so then I read the book, and I was like, I'm never going to do the things that I'm saying to her that I'm going to do. I lied to her so much. And then I said, you know what?
But maybe you didn't know it was a lie. Like, it's the same way you do a to-do list where you're like, tomorrow I'm going to start juicing, I'm going to learn Spanish.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
gonna
the same thing.
You do that, but in the moment, for that brief moment at 10 p.m. on Monday, you believe it for yourself on Tuesday. So you do believe it in some iota of a sense, because it's kind of like there is some version of yourself that maybe does that, but that is not
right.
You know, I feel.
And she never, this is what she did. She recommended the book, and that was, and then I read it.
And what was the book called?
And it was called No Matter Where You Go, There You Are. And it was.
Yeah, I wish they put a womp womp after that. No matter where you go, there you are. Womp womp.
Yeah, but it was so life changing for me, because then I really started meditating.
Oh.
And I really started sitting and being quiet, and it was so amazing. But with ADHD, anything new is amazing. But once I try to do it again, it don't hit the same.
But you kept with the meditating.
I kept with the meditating, and I had all these like amazing experiences through the meditation and stuff. And then when you leave something and you try to go back to it, it just don't hit the same. And I do meditate, but it does not hit the same.
So it's kind of like chasing what did it hit like so hard the first time?
It hit so hard that I would be in a meditation for like 40 minutes. I would see like white stuff. It would just be so amazing. And then I was like, oh my God, like I remember sitting like with what I appeared to be like my grandmother's talk. It was so dope. And then I was like, I think I'm gonna go crazy. And then once I had that thing, that was it. And I was like, oh, I don't want to go crazy.
I know, I get scared about that too, because I said I'm already knocking on the door.
I'm already knocking on Crazy's door.
I'm knocking on Crazy's door. So if I even open up a little bit, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
So and I was on a train one day, and in my subconscious, it was like, you're the one with the body, and I said, I'm going crazy, and then I just stopped.
Was it like you're the one with the body? Like
do something with it. Because I'm just bullshitting.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm just bullshitting. It's
Where do you feel the most peace?
So.
And I don't even know that for myself.
But you said when you were in college. So for me.
Oh yeah, time, place, you felt the most peace, and then also now, where do you feel the most peace?
So I had a health coach who was mean as hell.
Motherfucker.
Woo, I was so scared of this bitch.
And you respond well to mean?
Yeah.
I don't love that.
Because my mother. Right. I love bitches. So anyway,
I have had a lot of experience with that.
Right. She's so mean. She's so mean to me.
Like she'd be like, hey, Onika.
No, she would be like, get on that scale. Let me see your feet. Send me a picture. Like, she was so mean to me that I was afraid. And she had tapped into.
Let me see those feet. And this is asexual.
Like, let me see the feet on the scale.
Wow.
Like, she didn't trust me. She shouldn't, because I'll be lying.
Right.
But so that's when I got my healthiest. That's when I started like not eating meat.
Accountability.
All the things. It was so much accountability. It was every day.
Okay, I did see a health coach like that once, and that was good. You know what? I didn't even, until you said it, I didn't even think of it as mean, but it was just like so direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she caught me too, because I would enter in my protein and all that for the day, and if I didn't hit my numbers, I would fudge it.
Yeah.
And she goes, so you're doing it perfectly every day? I said, I know. What do you know? And she goes, it's actually impossible, pretty much. And I said, oh. I go, why? I am. She goes, you're lying. She goes, you're hiring me though. She's like, I'm doing this for you. She's like, I'm not judging you, but I'm telling you what you need to do. And then I was like, okay, what? Okay, like I'm not gonna. It's like when you're tracking your steps and then you take it and you like put it on your dog and have it run around or something. You're just
fooling yourself. Yeah. So that's how it was. It was the best time. And then the pandemic hit, and then I just started gaining weight again. And then when I tried to hire her again, it was more expensive. But now I wasn't afraid of her. I got to be afraid of you. So now I was like, bitch, fuck you. I said, I don't think this is working out. And I just broke up with her. I gave her my money. I didn't even go for it. And she hit me up, and I had to block her. And so I blocked her because in my moment of weakness, I would hire her again.
Yeah.
Not remembering how she made me feel and not remembering, like, it was kind of like a correlation with how my mother treated me, and I shouldn't be around those kind of people. And so I just insulated myself. And I do that to people. Like, so if I've ever blocked you, I'm not blocking you. I'm blocking me, because I forget how you made me feel. And then here we go again.
Did you ever have like a sit down with your mom? Like a moment where you were like, hey,
have I ever had to sit down with her? Like, I had a lot of burst with her, but she doesn't take accountability.
Yeah, so I relate to that. So I've tried, and it's really tricky.
It's very hard to do that.
It's very complicated. I know for me, in my experience, where it would be like the person that I'm thinking of, their tactic for it when I say like, hey, this hurt me, or this, why was this allowed, or why was, in this instance, there was someone that was really inappropriate with kids. Looking back, I said, why were they allowed around me? Why were they allowed around kids? And the person that I confronted it to was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm the worst, like blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, well, that gives me no place. Then I'm comforting the person that then allowed this person that was inappropriate with kids to be around kids. And then it's like,
no accountability.
You have to then say, okay, I'm not going to, what I want to get, I'm not going to get from this person. And then I have to decide, do I still want this person in my life or not?
Yeah.
And then that stuff starts to get very complicated.
It's very complicated.
I do think it gets very complicated.
So for me, I know a lot of people don't, they have a problem with accountability. And what I see is people are not going to give you what you need from them. And then I realized they can't give you what they don't have. Right? So if it was someone with special needs and they just could not, walk, and no matter how much I need them to walk, they can't walk.
Right.
I went to see Stevie Wonder with my friend, and I had gone to see Beyonce, and I had gone to see a bunch of other things. And when I went to see Stevie Wonder, I was not impressed. And I know, God, people are going to kill me.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I was not impressed. And then I was like, she was like, what's wrong with you? My friend was like, what's wrong with you?
He might have had off show.
And I was like, I don't know. I just thought it would be more. And she was like, bitch, he's blind. Right. So I didn't, in my mind, I didn't think, like the expectation.
Was it his voice? Was it?
It wasn't his voice. It was, we get used to so many tricks. And,
I know.
And I'm a dopamine junkie. I know. And it just wasn't dopamine.
I get that. So I saw that I did a showcase where I've got this game of Am I the Asshole from Reddit that I pulled up. But I saw that I did a showcase for college kids. And it used to be the college kids' minds would get blown by the magicians. Like the magicians would come out, they do some pretty wild stuff. And I don't really like magicians, whatever, but they would put on a great show. And the most recent one I did, there was this I think it was like half magician, half, what's it called where they read your minds?
The telepathic.
Mentalist, yes.
Mentalist.
So this guy's on stage, he's murdering with me and me only. He's literally like, your mom's named blah blah blah. She went to a trip in Argentina. She met a woman named this. She did that. Can you call her right now and confirm? Call mom. Oh my God, I haven't thought about that woman in years. How'd you know that? I'm in the back going, what the hell? These kids couldn't give a fuck. They're just on their phones. They don't care.
Like, who cares?
Who cares? And that's because they're used to seeing stuff online that's so sensational, so amazing that then the novelty
they're
desensitized. So then they're not getting it that in person. Because I'm like, how is he doing this?
Right.
And then I thought, because I'd been at those years before, and I go, back when I started, if you pulled a little, like a rabbit out of the hat, literally people go,
something behind your ear, quarter from behind your ear. I was like, how does he do this? Is it underneath? Where's the quarter coming from?
That still blows my mind.
It still blows my mind.
That still does it for me. I see that. I go, where was that quarter?
Where was that quarter?
Do you ever go on Reddit at all?
No, it's too much.
It is too much. I've gotten hyperfixated on this. There's this one that I go on to when I get obsessed with reading about, grounding or peptides or all the different things that I'm on. I'm on the comedy
will get you on the thing, boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no.
I've had to. I think I learned everything to learn, which I know is not possible, but I think I may have.
You can become an expert by just getting all the information. Once they start looping and people saying the same thing, you've gotten all that you're going to get.
In regards to that, I probably looped for like 2 years now. So then I found this one called "Am I the Asshole?" that I just think is fun. Okay, so this is one someone's asking, "Am I the asshole?"
Okay.
Am I the asshole for sleeping with my friend while I'm married? By sleeping, I literally mean sleeping like snoozing. I'm 26, female, and my husband is 27, male. We've been married for 7 years and together for a total of 11. We've always been happy with each other, and I love my husband with everything. But recently, he's been complaining about how I use too many blankets and he gets too hot. I snuggle too much, I use too many pillows, I go to bed too early, too late, whatever. And some things like that. So I promised him I would go to bed when he did. I would use only one pillow and one blanket, and I wouldn't cuddle with him. He didn't think that was a good enough idea. He's refusing to sleep in the same bed as me. He sleeps in our guest room while I sleep alone. This has been going on for almost 3 months, and we haven't had sex recently at all. He's never complained about my sex. He's just refusing to do it. He tells me things like, if we weren't in the same bed, why would we have sex? And stuff like that. I have got a high sex drive, and so does he. Earlier in our marriage, we'd have sex about 3 times a week. I think it's probably pretty average.
I think that's average.
But whatever is relative to you and your, But that's not what I'm complaining about. I miss my husband. Okay, this is a tough one for two people with ADD. But that's not what I'm complaining about. I miss my husband. Ever since he started sleeping away from me, he's barely spoke to me. He gets up at 6 a.m., leaves at 8, and gets back at 8 p.m. His jobs are 9 to 5, blah, blah. I don't know where he's going. I feel unwanted. So back to my point. Recently, my friend, who's 26 and female, got divorced. She couldn't afford her house, so I let her move in with me.
And her husband?
Mm-hmm. I've known her since we were both 2. Now, she does have her own room, but she's having the same problem as me. She feels lonely and unwanted, so we sleep in the same bed every night, but we do not have sex. We just cuddle. Now, I will admit sometimes I give her some kisses on the forehead, and she does the same to me, but my love language is touch, so if I can't touch my husband, I'll need someone else to kiss. I've never touched her lips once, though, I swear to God. We've never done anything more than goodnight kisses on the cheek or sometimes forehead. We've been snuggling together for about 3 weeks, and my husband is pissed. He told my whole, might I add, homophobic family that I kicked him out of our bedroom so I can sleep with a girl. I just need advice and to know if I'm the asshole for snuggling with someone else. My husband's yelling at me almost every night now. He's thrown stuff, broken plates. I made a fancy dinner so we can talk and catch up. He took the plate I made for him and threw it on the ground, creating a mess. He doesn't even pay the bills. My friend doesn't pay anything either. She's simply too depressed. My whole family hates me now. His family hates me too. And he hates me. The only one I have is my friend. And honestly, she's not enough. I feel unwanted and lost. My husband called me a hoe-ass bitch who doesn't know how to keep my hands out of a woman's pants. Damn. By the way, we're not homophobic. By the way, we're not homophobic, but our families are. So that's why they're so pissed at me. Am I the asshole?
No. But you are being abused.
But I don't, so I would like to hear your thought. But having your friend sleep over, sleeping with your friend, okay, but a kiss on the forehead I find inappropriate. I think if it's whatever is okay within the boundary, I think it's two different things. Like you got to work on it with your husband, and then you got something else going on with your friend. I would never kiss someone platonically on the forehead.
Yeah,
that I was sleeping in the same bed with. Fucking gay.
That is gay, but and it's like so it's so endearing.
It is.
A forehead kiss is so endearing.
You know what? Actually, if I'm thinking about it, if it was a straight guy, like if me and my friend John, for whatever reason, and I kissed him on the forehead, that'd be completely asexual.
Yeah.
So I guess if it's two straight women, that is totally asexual.
I don't let men kiss me on the forehead.
Right.
It makes you dumb. I'm not stupid. Get the hell out of here. What the hell are you kissing me on my forehead, trying to mess up my doggone cognitive reasoning? I already have problems. If you don't get the hell out of my face, I don't let people kiss me in my forehead. I know what it is. I know. Get out of my face. So,
but you mean even if you're in a relationship?
No.
So if it was like
I know what it is. What are you kissing me on my forehead?
He's trying to suck your brain power out.
My brain power. Trying to disarm me. No.
Oh, okay, so I never thought of that. I never thought of that.
Why on my forehead? Because you're trying to make me dumb.
No, because
absolutely not.
Because he would go, like, if I kiss my girlfriend on the forehead, I do it. Oh, my sweet babe, because it's right near her eyes.
I know what it is. I know why you're doing it. Absolutely not. No.
But if I could get my girlfriend's brain power, I would.
I know you would. So that's the thing, right? No way, you're not getting it. Everybody's energy, you're not getting my brain power.
So she's not the asshole.
She's definitely not the asshole. But the other piece is, why are you not in the room with your husband?
Right.
Why don't you go in the room where he is?
Sounds like he won't be with her because she takes the blankets.
It's not that, because you have vagina, girl. Your husband is not there in the marriage anymore. This has nothing to do with blankets and pillows and homegirls. This has something to do with, he would like to be out, but he wants to blame you for being out. And instead of just manning up and saying, this is not what I want anymore, because what are we talking about? You have the vagina, right? No, you have a vagina.
Also, you can get a fan. My girlfriend and I both like very different temperatures in the bedroom.
You could do it. And Lucy and Ricky, they didn't even sleep in the same bed, but I bet you they did it. So, no. Like, remember in the 60s when they had those, everybody?
Oh, those two little beds? Yeah, I completely understand that.
Right, so that's not what's happening. He's probably got another person. And so it has nothing to do with your friend. But the other piece is, why'd you let your friend move in when she doesn't have a job and your husband doesn't have a job? Right. What's happening? You are the asshole to yourself.
Because you're letting too many things go on.
And you're letting too many people manipulate you and stress you out.
Because also sleeping in the same bed with someone I'd sleep in a bed with someone else as a friend, like 1 to 4 times, but when you get more than that, that's a lot.
But why would they keep on sleeping in the bed with each other if the husband has a problem with it?
True. Oh my God! If
What
my
is that?
girlfriend ever said, "I don't want you sleeping in the same bed as
Then
someone,"
you just stop.
of course, I would,
Right. Because that's how relationships work.
right. And I would never sleep in the same bed with someone where our sexuality, like, I don't care how, some vampy,
Yeah.
curvy Latina, who likes
You're describing your partner, though.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but so
Another one like her.
right, but then I wouldn't then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that would be inappropriate.
Yeah, nobody would do that. So the other piece is, I feel like that's AI, because that's not how life goes. That's not how life goes. You would not be defiant.
AI did that post?
Yes,
No.
AI hates us. It's trying to divide
No.
us. Yes, definitely. Because let me tell you why.
But what would AI get out of? What does AI get out of that?
Our attention.
Oh, fuck. They already got mine. That's true.
Our attention.
That's true.
That's all it needs.
And then
more
they're
attention.
priming.
You're on the app more.
They're priming.
And now you're upset.
Yeah.
And now people that are having marital issues are on there trying to figure that out.
Well,
and it's just
'cause
about time. Time is what's
time
the
is the
currency.
Yeah, because some of the unusual animal friendships I followed on TikTok, I found out were AI, and I said, crushed.
Time is the currency.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, a lot of bots will get on your post, and it has nothing to do with it. Do with what your video is about.
Right.
And they're saying all kinds of mean things. Oftentimes, those are bots.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing the show. Where can people find you? I'm bad at the endings. I appreciate you.
All right, so my name is Onika McLean. I'm all social media platforms. Onika, Onika, not the Nicki Minaj one, the regular one. Onika comedy on all social media platforms. And Onika, Onika McLean, McLean.com for my show dates.